everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Janelle here, and I am back again with another video on fitness and health. This video is all about how to lose weight and how to gain weight. My emails and DMs have been flooded with questions on how to lose weight and questions on how to gain weight. So I really wanted to dedicate a video solely on this topic. Before I start, once again, I want to say that I am not a certified trainer and I have no degree in fitness or health. This is just everything that I learned from experience, from, researching on my own, from word of mouth. Also, I make sure to double check my facts before informing you all on, facts and advice, because I don't want to give you guys the wrong information, obviously. If you did click on this video, I really hope that you are interested in losing weight or gaining weight for yourself. Please understand that we all have different body shapes. We have different body types, genetics, metabolism. So some things might not work for everyone or not as quickly, but everything is achievable. Don't forget that, and always remember that you are beautiful no matter what. Please, put that in your head. Just remember, you are beautiful no matter what. So before we start, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't already. Follow me on Instagram and on my fitness page. And if you are interested in learning about my tips and advice on how to lose weight, then just continue watching. And if you're interested on how to gain weight, then just fast forward to the time that I will attach below here, so you guys don't have to watch the whole thing. I kind of divided it up for you guys to make it easier for you. You guys need to understand too, before I start telling you about weight loss tips, you're not going to see results right away. You have to be at it for like a month or so in order for you to start seeing results. So don't give up if you don't see results within the first few weeks. You have to, consistency is key. You have to keep going at it. So when you want to start losing weight, you really have to make it a lifestyle and change your whole schedule. Keep a journal with you if you want to record your days, what you eat, how many calories you eat, your exercises, just to keep you organized and motivated. But you need to understand that it's not an overnight process. It takes a few months, it takes a few years to really see a difference in your body. But if you really want it, and I think you do if you click this video, then you'll really, set your mind to it and push yourself to do it. Because like I said, it's achievable. It's just up to you and if you can set your mind to do it. So I really had to do my research and, narrow it down to the top, 6 tips that I can give you guys in order for you to reach your goal and to start losing weight. So tip number 1 is to increase your water consumption. Water does not cause weight loss on its own, but it can aid to the weight loss process. I constantly preach on my Instagram and all my social medias how important it is to drink water. I recommend 60 to 80 ounces a day, or even 100 to 120 ounces a day, depending on you and how much you can drink, because I know it's very hard to drink water. I usually carry these around. I always show them off. They're 32-ounce water bottles. I fill them up 3 to 4 times a day, and I try to get through 3 or 4 of these a day. I literally have to force myself because it's really hard for me to drink water. I know water doesn't really have a taste, but some people don't like the taste of water, which is understandable. So, put some frozen fruit in there or some cucumbers or lemons to change the taste and have it easier for you to drink. For weight loss, drinking water before meals is extremely important because, I'll tell you a few reasons why. Water tends to fill up your stomach. 2, your body tends to mistake hunger for thirst. So sometimes if you think you're hungry, you might just be thirsty or dehydrated. So try drinking water and then wait 20 minutes and see if you're still hungry, then you'll decide. My recommendation is for you to drink, 20 ounces of water or a few glasses before you eat your meal, before you eat any meal. And then you'll tend to eat less calories and you might even get full faster. It can stop you from overeating and binge eating. So, try that out and see if that works. Make sure to cut out all sugary drinks. Okay, tip number 2 is portion control. We tend to eat with our eyes instead of our stomachs, meaning when we sit down at a table and we serve ourselves, we usually just fill the plate with food. No matter how big the plate is, we tend to fill up the entire plate because it's all in our heads. So my advice to you is to cut the portions, and the easiest way to do that is by eating on a smaller plate. You know, and I was like researching some studies, and they were saying how eating on smaller plates has actually had people eat fewer calories. You know, it's a weird trick, but it works. So try that next time you go eat. No matter what you're trying to do, gain weight, lose weight, whatever, please don't skip meals, you guys. Everyone should have a breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snacks in between. Don't ever skip meals, especially breakfast. Breakfast is like the most important meal of the day. You know, your body is starving when you wake up. You have to feed it. 1, you'll give yourself energy. 2, your diet will be consistent. Thus, it'll be easier to lose weight, gain muscle, etc. So being consistent in anything is going to ultimately lead to better results. All right, tip number 3. This one's a difficult one, but to stop eating after 7 p.m. or 2 hours before you sleep. My recommendation is stop eating past 7 p.m. or even just stop eating 2 hours before you sleep, because that is when you're gonna gain the most weight, is, you know, eating right before you sleep. If you do get hungry, if you do get cravings at night, just eat something light, nothing super heavy like fruit or yogurt or veggie sticks. You know, don't reach for the junk food. That's something you should not do. Get something healthy just to, you know, feed yourself a little bit, to break your cravings. Even drink water. I know, you guys, I know it does not sound like the best idea, but if you're really trying to be strict on your diet, then you kind of have to do these things in order to train your body to know that it's not okay to eat after 7 p.m. No, I'm not really aware if there's any studies on this, but I know a lot of people like to brush their teeth and floss like right after they're done eating dinner, because it kind of, you know, changes the taste of their mouth and also stops them from eating more. And actually my parents actually do this, like right after we're done eating dinner or a dessert or whatever, they'll quickly like go floss, like they'll literally like pull it out of nowhere. It's like floss their teeth, and that means they're not eating anymore, they're done. So that's kind of a good habit to get. That's kind of their habit, so they can stop eating past 7 p.m. and stop eating super late at night, and it really helps them. Right, my tip number 4 is don't diet, eat healthy instead. So diets and eating healthy, I feel like, are 2 completely different things. Diets are kind of something that's strict. You know, you have to stick by a plan. You have to eat certain things, blah, 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 blah. I recommend that you guys just eat healthy instead. So if you start focusing on just eating healthier, single ingredient foods, such as fruits and vegetables, it tends to be more difficult for your body to gain weight when it's, you know, surrounded around these types of foods. And also keep in mind that real food should not have like a list of ingredients, because real food is the only ingredient. For example, like if you get peanut butter and you look on the ingredients and there's a bunch of ingredients, no, natural peanut butter should just be peanuts. Do you understand? Like, that's a difference that you could kind of fall in the traps of. You need, you know, healthier foods. Read labels, read ingredients. Make sure you buy stuff that has low sodium and low sugar. That's what you want to focus on. And get fresh ingredients. Another really important thing about weight loss is to cut out carbs. You want healthy carbs that have fiber attached to it, like beans and veggies, and not white bread and candy. That's stuff that you don't want to have, or even pasta. I mean, pasta, everything in moderation, you guys, but, you know, if you really want to be strict, pasta is really high in carbs. You know, just increase more veggies into your diet. Increase more fiber into your diet. So instead of going on a diet, make it your goal to be a healthier, a fitter, and a happier person. Focus on nourishing your body instead of depriving it. And then weight loss should follow as a natural side effect. So that is my tip number 4 for you guys. Okay, tip number 5, the part that we don't want to talk about, is exercising. So I know we're all sighing at this part, because exercising is like not the best part, and you know, but we all have to do it. I mean, we don't all have to do it, but if you really want to lose weight, then exercising is like a big plus. It's definitely eating healthy, and then exercising is like the top 2 things. So if you're really serious about losing weight, you have to do cardio at least like an hour a day. And my recommendation is, if you're working out at the gym, don't focus just on the treadmill. You should do like 10 minutes on the treadmill, 10 minutes on the bike, 10 minutes on the elliptical, 10 minutes on the Stairmaster. That way it'll go by faster and you won't get so bored and stuck on one machine. So mix it up whenever you do cardio. Even though you can't really target where you do lose the weight, because it all depends on your body, cardio tends to be like super effective for tummy weight. and weight in your thighs and in your face. Also, another important thing is that you need to slowly incorporate weights into your routine, because when you do cardio, you're gonna lose a lot of fat, you're going to lose some muscle, so you need to build up your muscle with weights. And you could do that, you know, slowly into your workout. If you never used weights before, you should probably start with cardio first and then slowly, like every day, start adding some exercises with weights. Well, you know, that's the unfortunate thing about cardio is that you're probably going to lose a lot of your muscle, and you know, you kind of want some muscle too, unless that's not the look that you're going for, then that's totally fine. But I know a lot of girls who want to lose weight, but they also want to keep their butt, because as you do cardio and change your diet, you're going to tend to lose muscle, so you have to keep building up your butt at the same time. So I recommend doing, you know, an hour of cardio and then doing some butt exercises at the end of your workout in order to build that butt, in order to build your muscles. And you're gonna have to make sure you consume enough protein after your workout in order for your muscles to grow. I have a whole video on how to build your butt on my fitness playlist you guys can go watch. In order to build your butt, you're gonna need to eat enough protein and lift weights in order for your muscles to tear, heal, and grow. So that's kind of what you have to do if you wanna lose weight. You know, stick to cardio and then also incorporate weights. Okay, and tip number 6 is cheat day. This is really important because you need to give yourself a cheat day, you know, once a week. It's a day that you dedicate during the week for you to take a break from the gym or to treat yourself to a meal that you don't usually eat. You know, especially in the beginning, you don't want to be super hard on yourself. So I definitely recommend that you dedicate one day a week for a cheat day. It's going to take your body a while for it to register what you're actually doing. It's going to take a while for your body to see results and see the results that you want. So don't be too hard on yourself and don't give up. Just keep being consistent at what you're doing. That is my best advice I can give to you guys. And make sure you reserve a day for during the week so you could have a rest day and, you know, eat some foods that you don't usually eat when you're eating healthy. And when I say cheat day, I don't mean like eating 3,000 calories of your like candy and junk food like all day. No, that's not what I mean for cheat day. I mean, if you want to, go ahead, but it's going to be harder for you the next day to get into that healthy lifestyle again. So for cheat days, I usually just don't go to the gym and I treat myself to, like, you know, something junky. Treat yourself once in a while and always be optimistic because you can do it. It's just up to you if you can set your mind to it. So those are my main tips for weight loss, and you know, there are so many more details that I could add, but I feel like those 6 tips and advice are like the top things that you guys should focus on and are probably the most important for you to start losing weight and to get to the habit of that. So that is all I have for weight loss today. I'm going to jump into the second part of the video for weight gain. So if you're on this part, let's begin. Hello ladies, and welcome to the second portion of my video, how to gain weight. You know, we are on the same page now, so I feel your struggles. So now if you're watching the second half of the video, you guys are probably on the same page as me. We're tired of people calling us skinny, you know, people making jokes like, are you gonna fly away in the wind? Stuff like that. We've all heard it all, blah, blah, blah. Noticed this about myself a few months ago and I decided I wanted to change and I wanted to gain more weight. When I talk about weight, I'm not talking about unhealthy weight and fat. I'm talking about healthy weight and muscle and healthy foods. You know, I'm not going to give you guys tips on how to gain weight by eating fatty foods. That is not what I'm going to be talking about. So everything I'm speaking on this part of the video is literally from my experience. For the past 3 months, I've been working out consistently and I've been eating consistently and I've been meal prepping. So I feel like that has been, you know, the best result that I've been getting is from that. I've been on a whole journey of trial and error and seeing what works for me, and this is the best thing that worked out for me, and I'm here to tell you guys my 5 tips because I gained like 4 pounds last month and I never gained weight, you guys. So this was like crazy to me. I jumped out, like ran and screamed around the house, like I was so happy because it's so hard for me to gain weight. A routine that I've been trying to stick on, and I'm going to share it with you guys. Understand that whatever I say might not work for you guys as fast and as efficiently as other people do or as me, because it kind of took me a few months to really like see a result. And that's the whole problem about gaining weight and losing weight, is that it takes a few months to see results. But if you really want to see it, then you'll be consistent at it and you'll push through. Tip number 1, the best tip is to eat. Literally eat. Eat, girl, eat. Girl, eat. Eat, girl. Oh, what? Girl, eat. Yeah. You need to eat 3 full meals a day, or you could do 6 small meals a day. So breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks in between. I really mean, when I say eat, you guys, I mean like eat all day, because you need to keep eating, because people like us tend to have faster metabolisms. We're skinny, we have fast metabolisms, meaning we burn food faster, so we have to eat more to make sure our body has enough calories in order for us to start gaining weight. So for me, what I noticed the best was to eat consistently. That was the best for me, because at one point I was not eating lunch. I was just eating breakfast and dinner. And that made me actually lose weight. So ever since I've been consistent in eating breakfast, lunch, dinner, and I even snack in between, I've noticed that I've been filling out more. Also, make sure you're drinking enough water. I always talk about to drink, 80 to 100 ounces a day. You could actually do 60 to 80 ounces a day, or 100 to 120. Fill this up like 4 times. I got this from like Target. And the reason why you're gonna want to kind of drink as much water as you can is because we're going to be eating a lot, and that means we're probably going to get bloated, and water is going to be the best way to help you not be bloated all the time. So make sure you're drinking enough water. Also, it's going to help you with working out, and also has a million benefits as well. Okay, tip number 2, proteins and carbs are your best friend. Go tell your best friend that protein and carbs are taking over. Sorry, but this is really important. But seriously, you're going to need to increase your carbs and your protein. Carbs meaning like rice, veggies, such as like sweet potatoes and oatmeal, stuff like that. Protein meaning beans, tofu, chicken, steak, turkey, whatever. As well as protein and carbs, you also need to make sure you have a balanced diet, meaning increase some veggies into that as well. It's going to be difficult for a while, like gaining weight is going to be difficult for a while, because your body is probably not used to eating this much food, so you're kind of going to have to force yourself to eat. You're going to have to kind of force yourself to eat even when you're not hungry. That's literally what I do. Like sometimes I'm not hungry, I just eat. But I know that when I don't eat, I lose weight. I don't know if that's what happens to you guys, but my body is so weird that if I really skip a meal, I will lose weight like a lot, and I could tell right away. It's really scary. So I literally have to like force myself all day to eat. So tip number 3 is cardio is your enemy. Cardio is something that you don't want to do if you are trying to gain weight. Running long distance isn't going to help you at all. But if you are a fan of running and you do enjoy running, try doing sprints or short distances, or even running uphill versus doing long distance, because long distance is going to make you shed a ton of weight. Tip number 4 is weightlifting is your lover. Weightlifting is what you need to get into if you haven't yet, especially for gaining weight. Now, if you don't want to look like a pretzel stick like me, you're gonna have to start lifting weights. And let me tell you guys, ever since I started lifting weights, I definitely noticed like so many changes on my body. Not only do I look fitter, but my body looks toner. I don't look as skinny as I used to be. In order to build muscle, you're gonna have to use weights, because if you don't use weights, you're just gonna end up toning your body. But you need to use weights when you want to gain weight. Muscle weighs more than fat. If you guys watch my how to build a butt video, I talk in the beginning about how to gain a butt, because you're going to need to use weights when you work out, because when you use weights and add resistance, your muscle tears, and then when your muscle heals, it grows bigger. But you need to add that resistance in order for your muscle to grow. And on top of that, you're gonna need to eat enough protein after your workout, usually 30 minutes, within 30 minutes after your workout, to eat protein so your muscles can grow. That is like the biggest thing, you guys. Make sure you're eating after the gym, because if you don't, pretty much think about it as the whole workout was a waste. Just think of it that way, and that will maybe force yourself to eat protein afterwards. Just think about, if you don't eat protein after the gym, your whole workout was a waste. Tip number 5 is to be patient. This tip is actually perfect for both weight loss and weight gain, but seriously, for weight gain, be patient, because it's going to take you a long time to gain weight. And especially in muscle, women can't really gain that much muscle a year. I think it's only like 8 or 10 pounds a year. I don't know. Someone fact check me on that. It took me like 2 months to gain 4 pounds. And I know 4 pounds doesn't seem like a lot, but it was a lot for me. But then once I gained 4 pounds, I actually lost the 4 pounds because I stopped going to the gym and I was not consistent with my eating. So that was kind of my trial and error. I realized that, okay, eating healthy and eating consistently and going to the gym and lifting is what's gonna make me gain weight. So those are my tips for how to gain weight. I really hope you guys learned something from this. Love you guys so much. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day or your night or whatever. If you guys have any questions, once again, please comment below and let me know. Love you so much.